Who made thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. God, who made thee mighty, make thee mightier
Hello, welcome to the Gers TV. It's myself, Si.
And Sandra. Hi guys.
A wee change to the show tonight, guys. Due to the social distancing rules, it's kind of last minute. There's a few changes with the announcement for the first minister. She's obviously put some guidelines out, so there's a wee bit of social distancing. So we've got William helping us tonight, but he's helping us for a different studio, and we've also got Jim helping us for a different house as well. So he's doing that for Jim's doing it. He's doing his editing, and
Yes.
we've also got William separated because of that. So it's all a wee bit of change tonight, guys, but the show must go on.
Sorry guys, I'm not being ignorant, I'm just having to share.
Yeah. Guys, just give us a wee thumbs up, let us know you're on. That was the start of the new start we've got. It's going to be the bear huts. We're going to be travelling anywhere we can to film people's Rangers bars and bear huts or man huts. And that was Alan Cannon in Dungiven, Northern Ireland.
Yep.
Let us know what you think what you think of his bear hut. Let us know, guys. Just like we mentioned at the start of the show, we changed a flag tonight for the Land of Hope and Glory on standard, as we were celebrating yesterday the 225th anniversary of the formation of the glorious Loyal Orange Institution. I will light a star in the dial that will shine forever, and I thought I'd put that out tonight, just as a wee change, guys. So let's hear what we've got to talk about tonight. Loads and loads and loads. We've got the Rangers versus Hibs game last week. Next week we've got Motherwell game. We'll have a wee chat on that. And the European tie, we're playing against Willem II, the sons of William versus the sons of Willem.
Right, sorry, I've done as much as I can.
Aye, masks have went well.
Yes, masks are doing well, guys. They're selling really fast, so I'm quite pleased at the sale.
And loads of people put their photos in as well.
Yep,
so that's been good.
we've had about 10 back in. I don't think most people are shy.
I know, so guys as well.
There's one last year, and Jamie's daughter was the first one to have one of the masks.
That's right.
So I put her photo on the night before I came out.
I know the County Grand Lodge officials bought them and never put their photos up.
I know, Eddie, where's your picture? Nice top sign, Sandra. Do you like them, Andy Graham? They're the ones for the Bristol. The
Bristol bar, they're doing the tops for Fernando Rickson's family, basically his immediate family.
Yep.
And it's just a fundraiser. All the money goes towards them.
Yeah. It's benevolent fund, I believe, is as well.
As I say, it's no a thing, mate. It's no the Gers TV is doing it. We're just supporting it.
Yep.
And it's just a wee fundraiser. So we've had a lot of support for the Bristol bar early years.
That's right.
Likewise, tonight's sponsor
is Events for You, John Ramsey. So as you can see, we've got his wee logo there on the page, just down there, that side. There you go. So that's our wee sponsor the night. So well done, John Ramsey.
After the show, we're going to put a video up with all the stuff he does. It's everything for your parties. It's marquees. It's all your seat covering.
Aye.
Everything
it's
for the start to the end.
It's a smart business he's got there, guys. And the marquee disco stuff.
Everything basically.
Everything for outside parties, chairs, covers.
Bouncy castles.
He's got a whole load of
We've
stuff.
got a video made up. We're going to play that after the show for you. We'll put it on the channel. But just a wee shout out to them for that sponsor tonight, guys. And thanks for doing that.
Well, Jim, sorry, you can fix it for me then.
What is it?
You said you've shared a lot of the same sites.
Ah, that's good. That's so you can watch it twice.
Some of them have to be approved, so there you go. Oh, Donna Robertson, just when I see your name come up there, Donna Robertson won the mask for last week. So, Donna, if you could private message your address details into the page, and I'll get a mask to you. So you were the winner for last week's sharing.
We've got a prize this week, donated by John Kiernan.
John Kiernan bought 2 masks, but also bought 2 masks to be given as prizes. So we're going to give one away tonight and one away next week. So the person that shares the most tonight wins a mask. So there you go. So thanks, John.
Guys, just share as many pages you can as John Kiernan on. And as well as that, when you're doing the sharing, obviously, we like as well, with a wee thumbs up. I think before we start, guys, I want to do something a wee bit different tonight. A wee bit of interaction so we can get as many people interacting on the channel footballer of the world. It's just something that when you think about it, the unsung heroes of the Rangers support, the guys who run the Rangers supporters clubs, the guys who run the buses that get your tickets every week, and the guys that run your, if it's the clubs in different parts of the world to make sure you get to watch the game. You know the old song, our ship has a tanker, blah 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 blah. But don't swear on this show. And so is a, you know what? Who is it? Who is the tanker? Who's the captain of your ship? I'll start off. I used to be in the Grapes years ago, and a big guy called Malky, great big guy. Wee Porky when I was on the 10M.
Wee Porky.
Porky, aye, that's what I'm saying. They've all got nicknames. They've all got names, nicknames, and everything else. But let us know about these guys anywhere in the world. Who's the captain of your ship? Who runs your supporters club? Who's the man you call when you really need a ticket? Loads of shout outs already.
Right, where are we going? We're going. I need to take that back a wee bit. I seen one there for abroad. Wait a wee sec. There we go. Hello from Sydney. That's Agnes Deeney.
How do you know that's not? How do you know that's not her name? Sydney.
It might be her man's name. Hello there, Agnes. Thanks for tuning in. Jim Trotter, Donna Robertson, Graham Roundtree, John Kiernan. Thanks, John, for that. Andy Graham, Graham Welsh, Jim Trotter, and Paul Coulter. There you go. Glad you could join us. Had a great 8 hours in the Bristol at the weekend. Mind you, I was told to wear a mask when I was just looking at for the bar taps. When worker didn't have one on. All joking aside. There you go. That was your wee slide. That was your wee complaints put in nicely.
Aye, sorry. To be honest with you, these rules are absolutely ludicrous at times. Some of the new rules. How's it going to affect us? That's another thing we'll talk about as well later on. As it's possibly looking in I don't want to sound like a doom and gloom merchant, but no fans all season.
I know. That's the way it's looking.
Because it's slowly becoming that way. That they're not going to fall Ibrox up when it's 50-50. Do you know what I mean? Shooty Daniels, a wee shout out there.
Shooty Daniels,
or the European.
Aye,
the amount of European trips I went with Shooty Daniels, he's probably took easily thousands of Rangers fans. He's catered for early years getting them there.
Wait. Alex McCallum, Ada Wallace, Jai BM Cumbernauld, whatever that is. Bill McMenemy.
Aye, these are the guys for the different supporters clubs.
Hello, Crookston Ulster. Ian Corby, formerly Saltcoats, is watching. Hello there, Ian. Glad you could join us.
Right, so let's start a chat about the game night at the weekend.
Right, okay.
We've got to talk about it. It's been absolute garbage, so we need to talk about it.
It was rubbish.
And I'll get my Topman's worth in. John Mitchell, good. John watches noon again. John's a good pal of mine as well. Tory Glenn, True Blues. I've been on a lot of wee trips with him. I went to Israel and that with him. Crazy, mad as a hatter, but lovely guy. The game at the weekend, I'm going to say my opinion on it. Praise the team for the halt when we were doing well and we were playing really well. However, if somebody said to me about the game at the weekend Sunday that I was watching for 2 years ago last season, I wouldn't have surprised me. It's the same team for 2 years for last season, and basically we didn't look as if we were playing to win a championship. The defence, again, big Goldson. He's played well all season, fair enough. However, the goals, he's nowhere to be seen. The tackles on the first 2 tackles on for their 2 defenders, I've got to say right away, if it was 10, 15, 20 years ago, Big Goff and all these players would have been there tapping him and right on top of the player that kicked him and telling him right about it. You're not doing that again. Letting the referee know this isn't about. All our players all stand back. You kicked him, you never kicked me. We need to start playing as a team together. If you're fighting with one Rangers player, you're fighting me as well. Get that back together. We didn't have that. Everybody's standing back. Tempo too slow. Somebody's 100%. My biggest criticism, we want to walk the ball in and see this try to walk the ball in. It is absolutely no good. Walking the ball in.
Says diabolical defending.
Aye, but we've only got one guy that can walk the ball in, and that's to me Aribo, and he's not playing. Gerrard, I've said it a million times, made a career out of shooting outside the box, yet we haven't got anybody that can do it. Only argument, I've heard a few people saying that Arfield missed a sitter. Well, 50-50, was it a sitter or was he unlucky? I thought the keeper made a great save personally. Rangers should be running amok with Hibs. I'm really disappointed, and I think that the players, there's too many favourites still. Hollander, nowhere to be seen at times. Captain, Tav, let us down.
John
Positional
Kieran
play.
Says the Mankeys are playing crap, but they fight for the win.
They fight for that win, and they've got that wee bit extra. And to be fair, as much as I hate saying it, that's the reason they're champions every year now, because they're getting that wee bit of push in the air. We've got too many players that don't seem to want to go the extra bit. Hopefully this big boy we're talking about, is it Boy Johnson we're talking about signing? I think he's going to be an aggressive midfielder. Right, that all said, I mentioned last week a big rant about the fact that Clancy, when will the Rangers board ever grow a set of balls and defend our club? And that's been a full week and Rangers have done nothing about it. Not a word was said about it. And what happens, lo and behold, on Sunday, offside goal, 2 of their players should have, or at least one of their players should have been sent off. Nothing happens. Whose fault was that? In my opinion, it's no Rangers' fault. See if you sit back and you take it all the time. if you sit back and you constantly say that we're going to do the dignified silence, we're never going to get anywhere with that. Rangers need to grow a set of balls. Somebody turned around and called these people out. The defence was crap. The team you could have said was crap, Colin. I agree with all that. The referee or the linesman, they weren't up to scratch. But as a club, we just sit back and take it all the time. Loads and loads of people mention all the supporters or the guys that run the buses. We can give them all a shout out if we can.
Where are we?
Can we go back a wee bit, William?
We need to sit for the outside boxes, David Downey. There's a favourite two for a Tuesday. There's my favourite two for a Tuesday, Brian Newell, thanks.
Brian, do us a favour, I meant to check with you, mate. I know it's your boy's birthday. Give me name check, mate. I wish him a happy birthday on the show.
Defence is crap, says Colin Muir. Guys, I'm watching for Moretti, Southern California.
Sounds
Hello
alright.
there, Roy Fisher. Glad you could join us. Kicked off the park, says Andy Graham. Jim Payton Belfast. Hello there, Jimmy. I hope you're doing alright.
I mean, 100% we were kicked off the park. Why did we not kick them off the park?
I know. Golson was rotten, said Brian Newell.
I mean, some of your defenders, they wouldn't frighten a ghost. They couldn't frighten anything, never mind a ghost.
Stephen Galbraith says Helander thought he was a winger first half.
So that's Brian's wee boys, 12 a day, Lewis Newell.
Okay.
Happy birthday for Gers TV.
Happy birthday,
Lewis. 12 years old today.
A big 12,
he's a big hit with all the birds down there. I'm not kidding. You're kidding on. I'll not swear, but I agree with you guys. We need to start getting a kind of soonest player in the team. We need somebody that people are scared of. And right now, we don't have that. There's too many times when the chips, see when it's a rough game, we're not going to win it if the going gets tough. When an enforcer, perfect example of that. I felt a bit sorry for the goalkeeper, to be honest, because he lost 2 goals and a few people saying bring back Shagger, but it was just a horrible game to watch. But we can't have these people are coming on the Facebook and social media and they're saying it's the start of the season, calm down guys. That's the attitude.
Everybody says the same in it. We need an enforcer. We do need somebody.
This attitude that you shouldn't be upset about it at this time of the season. Well, this is the time we should be winning. And I definitely think that we can't be dropping many more points.
I know.
Celtic are not a better team than us, but you know what? Consistency is going to prove who wins the league, and we're not consistent enough.
John Kernan says no use feeling sorry for ourselves. The board has to stand up and be counted. I agree with you, John.
They'll never ever see when Celtic's disappointed by a referee decision. It's all the media. Like I said last week, we've still no. We've got the PR guy, we've got Stuart Robertson, we've got these people. Who's going to come out? What are they doing today?
I know.
Surely one of them's going to come out and say, do you know what? Kevin Clancy shouldn't referee a game. By the way, see the game at the weekend. Did nobody notice the goal was clearly offside?
Offside, I know.
Nobody's ever allowed to say it. Loads and loads of comments.
Hello there, Karen Wright. Glad you could join us. I think the defence has been amazing at the start of this new season, said Junior David Aitken.
I seen there's somebody saying with Andy Ritchie, we've not lost a game yet. I get that. What do we do? But do we wait till we start losing games and then start worrying? We need to win games.
Somebody like Barry Ferguson.
In the league, we should be winning games.
The badge there, Clancy.
We need to start winning all our games. We had a good start, but at the end of the day, teams like Hibs, they're celebrating. Hibs are loving it for a week now. We've given them a week, you know what I mean? Nobody in their defence he's obviously he feels he's became a somebody for a week.
Kent's tackle guy was trying to hurt him.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. All these challenges are going in on a week-to-week basis now on our players, and nothing's ever going to. The only way something will be done about it is if you start highlighting it and you start saying, "Look, what's going on here? We want things to be fair." But that's that, guys. You can tell us your opinion on that.
Get Poster back.
I guess because his missus are saying that. Loads of people saying who you would bring back and all that, but again. I've always been a John Fleck fan. I've seen there. I'm a big John Fleck fan, but he's finally got to sell the English Premiership, so I don't think he's going to come back to new. It's not the time. He's finally got all the years playing to get there. Loads of shout outs here. I'm just trying to keep up with them all.
What was that?
Robert Williamson's birthday as well on Monday there. Happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday. Hello, Jenny Bridges.
Kent for captain says Sarah Wallace. Good shout. I definitely like me a different captain. I would definitely say that because Tav's a nice guy. I mean, he's the kind of guy everybody describes him as a nice guy. That's not a good. I want somebody in the team that's going to spur them on a wee bit, and I don't see that in.
Jim says Hives have improved this season.
Hibs.
Aye, well, he's wrote Hives.
Aye, HIVs. Paul, how you doing, Big Paul? We're all got to Blackpool at the weekend. I hope we're still on for that.
Hello, Paul Sargent. How are you doing? Andy Ritchie, John was a good player for us.
Right, where have we got? Quickly, Rangers pools, if anybody wants to join it. The Rangers pools.
Right, anybody wants to join the Rangers pool, guys, just message me on the page and I'll get back to you with the forum. It's £1 a week for one shot of it.
Quite a few people took us up on it
Yeah,
last
I had
week.
10 out in the 1 week, so that was no bad. So everything goes back into the academy, guys. It goes back into Rangers. So any money that's made on it goes back into your team. So it's well worth a go, and the money's good that's won on it.
Aye.
So anybody that's looking for a wee shot, just message the page and I'll get it out to you.
All the birthdays are coming
I
in
know
now.
the birthdays.
Callie Graham's 24
Callie
tomorrow.
Graham.
Guys, keep giving us a wee shout out for who's the captain of your ship, who runs your supporters club. Give them a wee mention. For all the abuse you get every week when the football season's on and you're allowed to go
And
to
a
the
big
games.
50th on the 28th,
Give him a
Sandra,
shout.
Ginty Bridges. Happy birthday when it comes. That'll be Monday, I think.
I've started a war. John Kiernan's not been told that Paul's got to Blackpool.
Chris Mayhead loving the shirts for the Bristol
Cheers,
guys.
as I said, we found out about him. We said we're going to support them. It's a great cause. And do you know what? Something different anyway. Wearing the shirts, but they're good quality as well. The bonus
Margaret
ball.
Grant says she's posted hers.
Aye, she texted me today. That's our Rangers pools. The bonus ball we've got good for this picture. Have you got the picture there? Do you know what it is? No?
I don't know what it is.
Because it's Ronald de Boer picture. It's going to be framed.
It's doing a bit of hooked up
It's just
there.
to get framed. The Ronald de Boer picture. And what we're going to do with that is, I think we've got 8 bonus balls in it. Is there 10 maybe left?
Guys, I think there's 15 left.
15?
Maybe. Yes.
And
there is there, guys. That will be in a frame. It's lovely when it's done in the frame.
Yep.
Just never had any.
Not a chance to get them done. I went to get them, but we'll get them framed.
Tuesday. I went yesterday.
And we'll get that sorted, guys.
I went today.
If anybody wants a wee shot, gives a wee shout. It's just a wee fundraiser. We're just trying to up the show every week to get the quality better.
Yep.
Any way we can make it a wee bit better.
Yeah. Where are we? Thanks, Doll.
It's all coming out now. John Kiernan's not allowed to go to Blackpool apparently. Right, Big Paul's gassed him in.
Hey, a big shout out to Sandy Fraser, Davy Smith and Rob
Highland Loyal.
for Highland Loyal. I don't know how to pronounce
Pachulio,
that.
Loyal, Highland Loyal, aye. I think that's for free. I think that's the boys for Fraser, I think it's that area.
Purchase your own for
Aye, that's Williams put up. So if anybody's wanting shirts, the wee fundraiser, that's the deal. You can buy them. They're now
That's
available.
the link there for it. That's the link you see on the feed there, guys.
Aye, Warren's on. Warren's going to be coming on about half an hour as well and giving us a wee chat and a wee bit of history again about the Rangers and on Jordan and things like that. Love your own shirt. They're talking about it. I don't know.
Yeah, they're also dating pink, Susie. They do this in the pink shirt, and it's. I think the pink one's the nicest. I like the pink one.
Aye.
Hope you're feeling better, Susie.
What's
Murray
that?
McQueen, we should get Billy Gilmer on.
Aye, that's a young boy,
Loan for a
young Rangers
season.
boy. That I don't know if they would be able to get him now. He's playing well with Chelsea, but of course, I'd play that would be great.
Joe Wiley, your mask is on the way. They're all been posted out. Get to the Mora if you've not got it for the Mora.
Let us
I'll
know.
get in touch because I've got tracking numbers for every mask so that they can't go amiss.
That's it. I don't want to shout out. You're getting it out here for missing the
What's
family.
that? Amy Gemmill, Logan's alright. Hello, wee Logan. How you doing, son? I didn't realise you were watching me. Hello, son.
European games
Say
coming
hello
up.
to my grandson,
How you
will
doing? I was meeting you out there. Logan, how you doing, me man? I met him before. Had him took him in Bristol.
His bike guy, he was
Aye.
on your bike at all.
That's right, and he was on a scooter. No, got a
Well,
bike.
you're sorry, your scooter.
It's a week thing, isn't it? European games coming up, right? William is second, and it's changed to 8 o'clock. Is that right? Let me get
Yes.
this right. The time's changed for the kick-off, right?
8 o'clock away.
8 o'clock, and I think this is going to be a really hard game for Rangers. They're no mugs. People are going to jump in and say, yeah, we'll hammer them and all that. This is a good team. I think Rangers will win it. Rangers are really good in Europe. We're fantastic in Europe. But I would say I'll go a 2-1 win for Rangers on it.
I've
That's
seen
my
a lot
prediction.
on the predictions going for 2-1.
Aye, 2-1 I'll go now. I maybe didn't write that on the predictions originally, but that's what I'm saying now. But that's it, guys. Let us know what you think for the European game. If anybody knows anything about this team, well, I'm second. Let us know. The Sons of William tie.
I'm laughing at Colin, same as your tan, the t-shirt. Colin.
There's a couple of mentions for the supporters buses or not.
I go in 2 buses. Big shout out to Barry Clark and Ian Sinclair who run the Westwood and the Mulgai bus.
The buses
Both
I
are
top
on
bananas.
Top bananas.
I know both of them. Big Barry.
That's
and
Chris
Sinky.
Mayhead. Posties each again, mate. Missed it the other day. I don't know what that is.
Just a wee reminder,
Must be
guys, if you
talking
can
to
use a wee like and a share, just keep the numbers going up.
Donna will get your address after the show and I'll get it out to you tomorrow. Thanks.
keep it going. If you can just get the thumbs up for the wee like and shares, get as many people watching as possible.
Keep sharing our page, guys. The person that shares the most tonight gets a wee mask that John Kiernan has donated for a prize.
Aye.
If we get knocked out on Thursday, then Morelos is definitely off.
That's it. So us and buts in it. I think Rangers will. We've got to look at it a positive. Rangers have got to get there and win. I think we will go. I think we will win it. I think it'll be a very hard game though. European wise, we seem to be more comfortable playing in the European arena, and I think by the way the teams play against us, we seem more settled. So here's hoping. But a sore one we've lost it, but we've only lost 2 goals in the one against the one we lost in the European game, Leverkusen as well. So to be fair, they've not been that bad this season.
Team Rangers.
I think we'll be fine. That's it. Brilliant. Share.
Keep
Right for Blair Gowrie.
Keep sharing, guys.
Stephen Love, I did meet Stephen the other day there. That's the postman, I believe.
Definitely need a Rebo. He's missing big time. I agree with you there.
Aye, hopefully. That's the thing I worry about with Rangers is when a player's injured, how many
they
times...
Can tell on them, it tells on them.
How many times do you find out the player's injured? He'll be back on Saturday training. He'll be back Monday training and fit next week, and he's out for weeks, months at times.
What channel is the game on?
I don't know. I've got the Rangers TV.
Sky, it's on Sky. Sky Sports, is it? Yes. Sky Sports. Not as many plastic pitches in Europe, said Warren.
No, that's true.
What's the priority? Europe are stopping the 10.
Well, stop the 5, as I've said for it. I don't know why Rangers fans are giving them the credibility of winning titles that Rangers weren't in, and one that the SPFL gave them the title without actually winning it. Personally, I would say stopping the 5 is a priority. The Europeans, great to see and everything else, but we need to start winning. The priority is winning the League Cup, winning the League, winning the Scottish Cup. That's the biggest priority. Start winning. Get Rangers in a... So many young boys that support Rangers now are not used to seeing Rangers winning trophies when it should be.
I know.
But we were all growing up, they expected us to win things. And a lot of people, you go into social media, they're going on about it's great that Rangers are second and nearly won this and that, and you're like, that's never been the attitude of Rangers fans. We need to get that winning mentality back.
Definitely, 55 priority. Sky main event it's on.
So we're just saying that I didn't know that Billy Bailey's saying that they won 4-0 at the weekend, that Willem is saying. We need to be switched on. The game's on Premier Sport apparently. So there you go, you always get it on the internet now anyway.
Stop the 5, bro.
Aye, I mean that's it. We're too busy giving them credit for stuff that they don't deserve to get the credit for. But the league is definitely the league's the main thing.
I would say like the league for me anyway.
Aye, I mean the thing about a lot of your players are seem to be injury prone. We definitely need to another player in the midfield. The squad just needs tightened up a wee bit more.
Quite right, Si. Stop the 5. They quite liked that one.
Aye, it's just but I mean that Radio Snyder put that on for I'll be looking there just to find out about the social distancing stuff and all that. And they're going on about Celtic being the first time to win 9 in a row and all that, and you're going, well, what happened when Rangers won 9 in a row in the 50s? Does that no count?
I know.
Oh, this history only happened at Celtic, so when it's Rangers, we'll kid on it, didn't happen.
I know.
There's too many times that Rangers get that history's only gets mentioned, the facts with history, because somebody tells you a lie, and you keep telling a lie, people repeat it. Rangers have won 9 in a row before Celtic. Celtic then won it, and then Rangers won it, and then they've now won their 5. They've been gifted that one, or gifted the 4th one.
Hey guys, wear masks. The masks are, where are they?
I agree with that. We beat Porto. By the way, Stephen, I agree with you. I think Rangers will win the game. I'm just saying it will be a hard game. The Dutch teams are always good. They're always good teams.
There we go, guys. That's for masks. A great quality. There we go. I don't want to put that on. There we go. £5, and if you want them posted out, they're £6 each, guys. Just message the page. They're going fast, so there we go.
They're actually going a lot better than I thought. I wasn't hearing the idea the first when you were saying it'll be really good, but aye.
Well, you need them to get into the football if there's ever going to get in.
Aye, that's the thing. That's
for a start.
What's going to happen? Does anybody? Let's know your opinions on it, guys. I'm drinking coffee tonight. Just a wee change with my lunch cup. I'll still talk my wee whiskey. Don't worry. Is there going to be any fans in this season at all? It's definitely looking now as if it's going to be at least 2021 before there's going to be at least fans in the stadium, I think.
Aye, I think so myself.
We don't know what's going to happen the next 2-3 weeks, never mind the next week. It's pronounced William Tway. Alright, okay, I didn't know that, Tommy. Good point. William Tway is the name, it's no William 2.
Was it? Right, okay. Same as the Daily Rebel, same story every day from the records.
Aye, if somebody's saying we need to be clinical and more nasty. I read this in Follow about 10 years ago, right, and I'm going to repeat it. Rangers, the board, the players, the management, the whole club, we need to start learning to hate these clubs the way they despise our club. These teams, Hibs despise Rangers. They hate everything about us, and we're getting in there playing as if it's a friendly game. Tippy-tappy football, and they're getting in to try and take my players out for the season.
Yep.
We need to learn to hate these teams the way they hate us, and until then, we're never going to be winners. You need to be deadly.
Yeah, I know. Rangers won 9 in a row in the war, but Celtic were
Correct,
the same
David.
league.
That was my point.
Livingston,
According to
yes.
Radio Snyder, it didn't happen
Didn't
tonight. That's what I
happen.
was trying to say. They're making out that Rangers had only won it once. But that's what happens with fake news. Fake news.
I think it'll be March if we're lucky, hopefully sooner than that. Said Stephen Love, I can't see it. Even been then. I don't know when.
The problem
this
is nobody knows when we're going to get fans back in. 10 o'clock rule, what's going to happen there? Another thing, where's that?
I don't understand that. I mean,
Aye.
what happens going to happen there? The kick-off is at 8 o'clock, so what's going to happen if the pubs are shutting at 10? I don't get that, guys. I don't get how, if you shut an hour early, you're not going to catch it.
I don't know
I
how
don't understand that. You're allowed in there to 10, but you'll not catch it. You'll catch it if you're there after 10 o'clock.
I know.
I don't get it.
None of it makes sense. I mean, there's a thing as well. I was talking about last week. Where's everybody going to watch the football for the Old Firm game?
I know.
Everybody, you always watch the Old Firm game in the pub if you can, or a club, or you're at the game, right? Is everybody just going to sit in their house?
We are not allowed MD in your house now.
I know, that's what I'm
For the
saying.
weekend, you're not allowed MD in your house, no house visits.
That's crazy. There's so much going to happen here. You really don't know. What other notes have we got? What other stuff have we got to talk about?
House parties.
House parties, aye. Well, that's my sponsor. That's what my sponsor's for. My sponsor's got the big gazebo.
That's it. Well, if you're out looking for a house party, we've got events for you. Just give him a wee phone. The number's on the screen.
And he
now.
pours a nice pint of the.
There.
He pours a nice pint of the thing.
He's got a lovely beer hut, by the way. Aye,
we're at his bar.
We're at his bar 33.
That's the next one we're going to feature next week. We're going every week if we can, or every 2 weeks. It's going to be we're going to go and visit the different beer huts. If you've got one, let us know, guys. We'd love to come out and visit you.
John Ramsey's, his was nice. He poured you a wee pint at the bar.
That vodka, man, that was off cut after
that was lovely. I seen that advertised, that ague.
Aye, I seen it, I know.
It was nice, isn't it?
Aye. I thought you were sending me the picture. It was my Christmas, so I said I never purchased it. I was like,
okay,
that's
you think
nice.
I was putting that on?
Hiya.
Test it to see if you wanted it.
Aye,
very good. You can meet your relative in the pub, but you can't have them in your house. I know that, Stephen. It's absolutely
crazy. The whole. I've met people that 3 or 4 people last week have told me they think that Nicola Sturgeon's doing a great job. I'm like,
you know, I heard somebody else saying that, and I don't know what job they're talking about.
Aye, but the thing is, people say that like she's been like a hero through all this. To me, it's just crazy, but I don't know where we're going here. I just hope we don't go down the road of no fans, because if fans get used to going to football, and it's like, how many times you go to the game, you go every week, you don't even think you're going to the game, it's like a habit.
Nicola Sturgeon think that all these people are just sitting in their own houses watching the football? Because you go and sell it, you go with your pals and you go with your family to go watch this. You're not going to sit
What's going to happen now is he's going to basically, you're going to get to a position where people just want to go, they're going to go and break the rules eventually.
Aye.
But
I think it was alright first time round, but people are just getting fed up with it now.
Well, everything's changing. You can wear a mask, don't wear a mask. You need to wear a mask, don't wear a mask.
I mean,
wear it at night, don't wear it.
Wear a mask, they weren't any good, so now it's compulsory to wear one.
Aye, the whole thing's an absolute mess. Loads of shout outs still here for the guys.
I'll need to get you up to Mineside and Hod.
An old
Roby. Good stuff, alright, okay.
Who's that? It's hard to make that name out of his. No, the vice is it William BMC?
Aye.
I send us a BPM afterwards. Is that? I think I know who that is actually. I think that's the boy for the Loudon. Aye. I passed him the other day there. Passed him go through quarantine if it's who I think it is. Drops a BPM later on. We'll maybe come up and film it. Aye. It's Roby's pal.
Alright, okay.
Aye, drinks the Loudon. Good guy.
And if anybody else has got a wee bear hut you want to get filmed, just give us a wee message and we'll come film it for you guys.
Johnny, Catchy John's missing the Savoy, you know.
It's okay, Sturgeon, she has 5 pussies.
Aye, it's alright.
And she's been getting a haircut through lockdown. Lassie's noticed these things.
It's just everything. The thing is, she got to all the pubs. I miss when you go to Bristol on a Saturday, right, and all the buses come from different parts of the country. and you see all Duke Street, there's about 15 buses, and they're all
Buses,
getting into
I
different
know.
pubs, and you only
They
see them
parked in the
before it.
back end and all that,
Aye,
didn't they?
I saw that, and it's guys you've not seen for months or years.
Mhm.
And then after the game, I like to go to Loudon down at Ibrox and go in there for a couple of beers, then do a wee tour of Paisley Road.
I know.
You miss all that.
I'm missing the Ibrox atmosphere and the Savoy dancing. Said
Aye.
I've a wee bear. Oh, a wee bear pump,
I'm
right,
not going to read
okay.
that one. Aye, a lot of people are saying it doesn't look like there is a possibility here that there'll be no fans in the full season.
Aye. September,
worth thinking
October
about.
21.
And
They're
then,
saying,
yeah, that's what I'm
just my
saying.
opinion. I agree with you there.
Eventually, what you get is people basically not having they're getting the habit of not going to football.
Mhm.
And if you're not in the habit of going to the pub all the time, not going to football, it's hard to get you back.
I know.
Well, people that maybe go like that. Well, I spend my £50 or £60. I've got in my pocket and I just sit, I get a couple of halves and I watch the game. Now you're wanting me to start buying my £25, £30 ticket again. I'm not used to doing that. It's hard to get people to change their ways.
I know. Keep sharing, guys. Keep sharing your pages, and you need to be any group you've got. Just keep sharing for us.
I want to give you a shout out to the Calvi Social Club because last week we had a wee issue with the feeding on it. So basically, they cut it after the show. So we shout out to our sponsor last week was the Calvi.
That's right, with a wee mute out, didn't we? A wee mute.
I don't actually know what happened. We're going to take a call for Warren in a couple of minutes. Warren, just give us 2 seconds. We'll get you ready. Loads and loads of people bringing in. Is it Warren? Did Warren phone there? Was that Warren? Warren, just whenever you're ready now, mate, we'll just finish in that half here. We'll get you on, mate.
It's not the same without the fans. I agree with you, Andy Graham.
Definitely,
It's never
100%.
be the same without the fans.
There
we go.
Right. Hello.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Brilliant. How are you, Warren?
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad at all. I mean, as I say, we'll just have to get used to this, and you know, this whole flipping lockdown thing again. What's going to happen? We just don't know. Nobody knows anything. I was just watching the Prime Minister there, who was coming across very reasonable about everything, and then I watched the fools here in Northern Ireland, and I just despair. You know, you've got a woman telling people here what to do whenever she goes to Republican funerals and gets selfies with people and stuff. You know, it's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace, and I don't think Jimmy Cranky's much better than you guys, you know.
Nah, it's just everybody's talk. That's all the chat wherever you go in the country now. What's happening? What's the update? Does anybody know what we're doing? Nobody knows what we're doing.
Well, I think at 8 o'clock tonight they were going on the TV. They know to announce
they're on
what's
now.
happening.
They're on there a minute ago, Sandra. I mean, Johnson, to be fair to Boris Johnson, he was like saying there's no panic at the minute. We just need to be a bit more understandable of things. And the problem here in Northern Ireland is we're one of the worst places in Europe now. So we are when it comes to the numbers. And the reason being is there's places here in Northern Ireland that's just young people live because of university. There's a place called the Holy Land, which is it's a Republican dive. I'm not going to pull my words here. It's a Republican dive, and it's all Republican youth that live in it. And they're out partying every night and getting stoned every night, and they're in each other's houses and stuff. And the PSNI, what we're seeing anyway, the PSNI are not doing very much about it. You know, they're going around and stopping people from meeting in their houses and everything else in other areas. But it seems in the Republican areas they can do whatever they want. You know.
Yep.
So anyway, why am I on tonight? Well, you mentioned it earlier on, Si. Yesterday, the 21st of September, 1795, was the formation of the Orange Order, yes. But it also was the Battle of the Diamond.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Diamond took place in Loughgall, in County Armagh. Anybody who's been to Loughgall, they'll know the area. It took place at number 1, the Diamond, which was Dan Winter's cottage.
Yeah.
And it was the Battle of the Diamond for that reason, because it was fought at the Diamond area in Loughgall. And it was probably around about 3,000 to 4,000 Catholic defenders, as they were called. And on the other side, around 1,500 to 2,000 People Day boys, along with the local Protestant militia.
Yeah.
And it basically, what happened was Dan's cottage had become a focal point for all the attacks. The reason being was a defender was attacked about 3 or 4 weeks before the battle outside Dan Winters, and the government of the time wanted to take Dan's license and stuff off him because they said it was a place where the People Day Boys and the Protestant militias would meet and drink and cause a lot of trouble. A lot of fighting went on. And the local defenders, they lived over the hill, and they went and they got a whole lot of other defending groups, and they went out and they attacked Protestant businesses, and sectarianism was very, very rife at the time. There was a minister and his wife was killed earlier in the year by Catholics, and then there was a massive fight broke out in a couple of market towns because the fair used to come around these towns every year, and you would have the young local boys would meet prods and RCs, and they would meet and they would beat the seven bells out of each other. Right. So these groups really form as defence associations. The same as 1969, you have these groups become defence associations defending their areas. And you have the defenders who look towards America and to the rebels in America, and they call themselves originally the Bunker Hill Defenders, and then they dropped Bunker Hill. Bunker Hill was a battle during the American War of Independence, and they kept the defenders. And the People Day Boys were called, the reason was in 1770, the British government wanted to raise more regiments to go to America and to defend against the French here. And they opened it used to be, it was only in Ireland you could only be a Protestant and serve in the army. And by this time the penal laws were in place, and the penal laws stated that if you're a Catholic you couldn't hold a weapon, but if you joined the militia you could hold a weapon. Right. A lot of these militias were done away with in the early 1780s. And what was left then was many thousands of Catholics who were armed, and the local Protestants weren't happy about this. And you have, although the Orange Order wasn't formed then, you do have Orange societies and Orange clubs. So people like the Hearts of Oak associations and the Protestant Boys, they would have met and they would have basically tried to take the weapons back off the Catholics. So they had to go out first thing in the morning. So they were called originally the Break of Day Boys, because they went out first thing, and then it became the People's Day Boys. So that was the two belligerents that were fighting at the Battle of the Diamond. The Battle of the Diamond wasn't that decisive. You have a charge of Catholics into the Diamond area, and some of them aren't armed, they don't have enough weaponry. So you have then the Protestants from the militia and the People's Day Boys charge down from the top of the Diamond Hill right down into them, and there's about 150 killed, and they're all Catholics, and there's no Protestants killed at all. And then after this happens, they clear the area, and then there's a story that there was a meeting held in the meeting house of Dan Winter's Tavern. There's no evidence of that, okay? Even though I'm on the committee at Dan Winter's Cottage, there's no evidence that the meeting was held there. But the meeting was actually held down the road in Sloan's Inn. And there was only something like 5 or 6 people in the original warrant. That was the first Lodge meeting was held in 1795 at the day after the battle. So you have basically the greatest organisation of Protestants worldwide was formed from that one small engagement in the Battle of the Diamond in 1785. So there you go.
Well, Warren, just a quick one, just to back you up, what you're saying. See if anybody's ever in the area, you can go and visit Hilda. You'll get lovely apple pie, and is it apple turnover she does actually? Apple turnover, and she does homemade apple juice.
Yep.
And she gives everybody a welcome, Protestant, Catholic, anybody, any religion, race or anything. You go in and she gives you a historical tour.
That's right. That cottage is part of the story. You also have the other cottage, which is at the Diamond itself, which is number 1, the Diamond, which is owned by another one of the Winters family. So you have a few buildings there that are owned by the Winters family. I've done the tour a couple of years ago. I would urge anybody to do that if you get a chance, because Sloan's house is about a mile up the road. It is. And if anybody's interested, please private message me. I can contact the people down there and make sure that the place is open for you. And Sloane's in now because of social distancing. I had friends over from Scotland, including the Grand Master, Jim Mahard, was over a few months back, and they did a tour, but they were wanting to go to Sloane's, but Sloane's was only, at that point, were only allowed to let 4 people in at one time.
Right, okay, yeah.
And it would have taken hours for the guys to do the tour.
They're
so
better waiting to
they
next year.
left it.
Aye, wait till next year to it's all back up
So
and
next year, yep, anybody's interested, private message me, and I can give them all the details. And if there's anybody wants any information on history or anything to do with the order, just private message me. We've been very lucky. A lot of very nice people have been in contact with the Gers TV through myself for the talks that we've done, and a lot of people have been looking for information. We have a good friend there who is originally born in Brazil, who is a great friend of the show, who is on every week. I can't, my mind at the minute, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's on every week, and he's a great friend of everybody on the show. And he is very interested in history, so every week he likes a wee bit of a catch up on things. So anybody at all wants any information, I'm here anytime. Private message me, and I'll get you whatever information you're looking.
Brilliant call again, Warren, once again.
Okay, guys, and all we have to do is believe. We just need to keep believing, but we need a centre midfielder who's going to hold the ball up, who's going to fight. You know, a Vinnie Jones type character is what we need, but the problem with that is, you know, that quality of player isn't out there anymore, you know.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we need an enforcer. As you say, John Fleck, I would agree with you. John Fleck would be perfect, but he is just at the top of his career now, so maybe in a year or so, when he's coming down a bit, he might come back to us, you know.
Yep. No, great call, Warren.
Guys,
fantastic.
Have a good weekend. And all we can do is believe, and hopefully we'll beat Motherwell and just keep going.
Brilliant.
Take
care, bro.
See you later, Warren.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Loads and loads of feedback here, guys, and loads of people chatting about it. The Megan, a girl called Megan, mentioned there about talking about the game on Thursday. Why don't you give us a wee call in? Leave us your last 3 digits and give us a call. If you give us a wee chat, then we can chat to you about the match. Megan Rose Keaton, she's there. Give us a wee call in. Last 3 digits, you can call the show and tell us your thoughts on the game on Thursday night. What have we missed? And here's the number on the screen just now. Just leave us your last 3 digits and you can call us in and we'll get you on.
Great show as always, Signed Sandra, Jim McLaughlin. Hi Jim, how you doing?
And the best part of the show, the loyal toast. Chivas Regal.
I'll get my juice. Just believe 55 is on its way, Andy Ritchie.
There you go. The loyal toast. God save the Queen.
Long may she reign.
I get stronger every week at Chivas. Oh, lovely. 119, so Robert Watson.
Robert Watson.
Just going to give a wee call in a minute. Give me a second, can't I breathe? Aye, interesting call there for Warren. If you ever have you been to the Dan Minter's cottage?
No.
You need to get a chance. Have you been? It's brilliant. See when you're there, we hold she gives you a wee chat and all that, makes your dinner and all that. You'll pay a donation. You can pay £152, my lodge, I think we gave about £100. But I'll tell you now, when you're there, she's not letting you away until she's wanting to sit and talk to you for hours.
Does she?
Oh, the hospitality is fantastic.
Her Majesty. Yeah, the people.
Just waiting that. Just needs a wee call in now. Who was it? Say that, Robert. If you want to phone him, just needs a wee. Just basically gives a wee call now, mate.
Robert Watson.
And that's you sort it. We'll get you on. Stomach's on fire, man. Anything else we need to chat about now? European game. Anybody's want to phone up, give us a wee chat about the European game. They say it's going to be a really, really hard game. And then it's Motherwell on Sunday. That's going to be a hard one as well. I think the Motherwell one is. Rangers will struggle with what you're saying.
No, I think that's them. That one there is today with us.
Ah, right, alright, aye. Yeah.
Just going to be a bit of seeing how.
Aye, okay. We'll see what happens anyway. If we get a wee call, anybody can call the show on if they want. How's that?
Oh, there we go. 119. This is Robert Watson.
Robert. Hello, Robert.
Hi there, how you doing? Hi, alright?
All good, how you been?
Aye, good. I've just been listening to your show there. I've just kind of tuned in the last 10 minutes there, so I haven't caught it all, but just, you were talking about the fans not getting back in to the state to the grounds. Is that what we're still on about?
Yes.
Well, that's
Well,
one of the subjects tonight. I hope I'm wrong, but it looks like it's going to be at least Christmas, New Year, before anything. But that might be longer now.
Yeah, I really feel the worst about it now because I don't know honestly where they're coming for this. See, for example, if we're looking at big crowds and all the rest of it, and that's what they don't want. But see, any time you go out and say, for example, on a Saturday afternoon, either in Glasgow or even Paisley, shopping centres, they're quite busy, aren't they? There's a lot of people walking about there, right? Now, how can they allow people to walk about on a Saturday afternoon where it's, and even some of the pubs on a Saturday afternoon, Wetherspoons are really quite busy, shops are quite busy, but yet they're not allowing, a couple of thousand people into a football ground. The annoying thing about this is you're outside in the fresh air.
Good point, aye.
Now, you're not inside an environment, you're not inside a stadium where we're all locked in and we, like if you're in a room and all the rest of it, and you're in that environment. So, these politicians and that, they need to wake up to this because when we get into a stadium, we're back out, we're still in the fresh air.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing I would say with there, but I agree with you on it, right, but my point would be football fans seem to be treated like second-class citizens the whole of the world. Every single league. It seems to be, it's alright to drink alcohol at the rugby, but you can't drink it at the football. The way they treat football fans, the police, the way they treat them, the way Stewardon treats them, and the way it's happening now, that I just think that they really don't care.
Yeah, that's it. They're actually basically telling us now, basically kind of running our lives, because as you know, when you go to the Fitbin, it's a full day, isn't it? You get up in the morning.
That was what I was saying earlier on. It's meeting your pals and meeting the boys you've not saw for years. A lot of times you meet people that you only meet at the football.
Aye, that's it. And I enjoy my Saturdays like most other people, especially at home and that, because it's a full day. And as I say, that's you, for the morning, for the afternoon, right up to tea time, going right through, you're still drinking and what have you. And like I myself now, maybe only last about 10 o'clock now, but it's a full day.
No choice. It's 10 o'clock curfew.
No, it's the money that we're spending as well. Now listen, I know it's getting into the club and all the rest of it, but there should be some sort of kind of thing for us, a wee bit of kind of look after the fans. Yep. Get the fans doing in that, maybe in wee groups or something, and then go and do a wee tour of the stadium, or just get the fans involved. We're spending our hard-earned cash, and even extra money went in there for my Gers as well. And if I could sit in here watching it in the pub, and the last game there I watched in the pub and there was no volume.
I know. It's ridiculous.
This is terrible. And I says, can you just turn it up a wee bit? And he was like, no, you're not even supposed to be shouting. I says, well, I'll shout anyway. I tell you what, see when the goal went in, I says, the pub erupted it. So, and you can't shout, you can't do this. Well, when the goal gets scored or you don't get a penalty kick, everybody's all shouting and bawling anyway.
It just makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. You're right.
No, it does not. And the longer that this continues, us no getting into the games and then turning the sound down, it's getting ridiculous. It really is, and I'm really, really getting so pissed off with it.
I think a lot of people are fed up with it.
I just feel as if you're treated terrible.
Celtic game, but the Rangers Celtic game especially. That game of all the games needs atmosphere.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, there's an example, right? Rangers scored against Celtic. They try to tell me that people are not going to run and cuddle each other.
I know.
I'll tell you.
As long as it's no opposition.
It just doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? It's supposed to be this virus. It does all these things to you. Yet,
I mean, you can't catch it after 10 o'clock.
It's only a strain. It's only a strain of the flu, basically. The whole thing, just to me, there's something more behind it all. I think personally, I don't understand it.
100%. Yeah. I mean, we've been going to the football for years and years. We've been involved with crowds and all the rest of it. Even get back to the Loudon or get back to your pub, whatever, and you're still involved with crowds.
I'll tell you another thing, right? And don't get me right. I'm not saying that should happen, right? But I'm just talking about for me, nobody else, right? See if you say to a guy like me and most punters listening, There's a chance that you're going to take really ill if you go to the Rangers game at the weekend. I would still go. Most people would still go because that's life. There's a chance I could get hit with a bus going to the
There's a
game.
chance I can, you know.
I would still go to the game. It wouldn't bother me. If they asked me to sign a form, I'd sign a form.
Yeah, that's it. Do you know what? See if they even done the distance thing at Ibrox now. What we were talking about 40,000, 50, well, season ticket holders and 50,000. I'm quite sure you could get 20,000 in there.
Aye, definitely.
Aye, and you know, so out the 40,000 season ticket holders, and the first 20 that goes, you know, they'll get a wee dot beside them, and then the next 20,000 goes, and so forth.
And then start getting it back to normal.
That's right. They can get people in there. As I keep saying there, you're out in the bloody fresh air, you know.
Well, not just that. If there's one thing that could cure the old COVID, it'll be the Bovril. There's got to be a use for Bovril somewhere in the world.
Yeah, that's it. I just think it's a bit of a control thing, you know, with the government kind of thing.
Definitely, I know.
It's ridiculous.
And it's a shame. It really is a shame, especially for the younger ones as well, that want to go to the, you know, the football.
It's not the same game. Watching it on the television is not the same game.
No, 100%. They're even watching the Rangers game there on Sunday, and I've got to say, you know, I'm kind of old school when it comes to the old Fitbit and all that. I'm going to make a wee couple of points here, right? And I do think that we should get back to the old school because, see, as your captain, I don't expect to hear Goldson. Well, there should be 11 captains, right? But all I heard Goldson was shouting and bawling at the players, and that Tavernier, not a thing coming out his mouth for a captain, no leadership. And
I agree.
See, when the chips are down, this is when you need players now to say, right, heads up, lads, come on, let's go for this. And see that captain, there's not a word coming.
I agree with you. I said at the start of the show, you probably missed it. You said you missed it, but see, 20 years ago, with Goff and all that, see if you kicked one Rangers player, the whole Rangers team was there at the player, shouting at the player that kicked him, letting him know that he's next. If you're doing that to your player, you're getting him back. Letting the referee know we're not putting up with it. Our players are stood back. It wasn't me he kicked. It's all right.
My personal opinion, Tav shouldn't be captain. I don't believe he has the...
I don't think he's a leader. I don't think he's a leader.
No, he's not an actual leader.
And it doesn't give you any fear either.
And I keep saying maybe Gerard sees something that we don't see, but I still can't see it.
I don't see it either.
I still can't see
it.
Yeah,
that's it. And that's the worrying thing about it as well, because you're looking for that leadership out in the pitch. And for me, I played a lot of football as well during the years. I'm quite sure yourself has as well. But you must have a leadership on that pitch.
That's
and then see when the referee makes a bad decision or things don't go for you or whatever, and there's still not enough players around the referee to put pressure on to get that next free kick or that next penalty kick. It does my head in.
And I think Rangers have went something like 400 minutes now. I can't mind. Rangers have went longer than any other team in Scottish football, apparently. From what I seen was a wee chart last week, especially the Scottish the Premier League, for a penalty. But we don't claim for them. We all stand back. We've not got anybody. We've not got anybody that's fearsome in the team.
See if you put pressure on the referee, and even if it was a 50-50 penalty, it doesn't matter. You still got to put pressure on that referee. Because you'll get the second man maybe, you know, and then with the crowd going and everything.
See all the great teams, in the world, they're no nice teams, they're no nice players, nice boys. There's always guys that you're terrified in that team. All the great players, all the great teams have got great players like that.
That's right, and you use it to your advantage, don't you?
Yep. Too nice and
but you've not got enough players in that team that don't do all these wee things, you know.
The last leader we had was Barry Ferguson.
And he's a bit of a hothead. You know, see, back in the day, he'd have been off the park because either been McCoy, Gately, or any of the players would have put pressure on him, and then he'd have been red-carded. And I'm screaming to get him off the park. Go and wind him up now. He's been yellow-carded. No, nothing.
I mean, I thought we'd expect the whole second half, right? They'd get the two centre-halves booked, and one of them should have been off at this point. And I thought the whole second half we were going to be putting balls into them.
Domination,
and getting wee digs and all that, and playing the game back with them, and getting one of them sent off, because sure as hell they would have done that with us.
That's right. That's it. Yeah, but again, that's kind of all still kind of fit in that. And do you know what the surprising thing was and what's happening now? See, with 10 minutes to go, and the camera went down to the dugout. Now, I don't like thing. I love Gerard to bits, and you know what I mean, I'll back him to the hill here. But they sat down, the whole of that Rangers bench there just sat down with their arms folded. and not one of them came out of the touchline and started saying, lift the heads up, come on, let's go for
Yeah,
it, come on.
Not one,
Yeah.
the only
Keep
time,
going.
the
And I
only time
found
you ever
that
see Gerard,
really, really disappointing.
the only time I ever see Gerard doing it's a European game or an Old Firm game. And it begs the question, would it be the same if it was 5 minutes to go and he was manager of Liverpool? Because I was at my chair shouting. Everybody had seen me shout when I first, and he's sitting in and he didn't seem to be that angry.
Yeah, that's it. I think for me, it's the wee small things in football that could make the massive difference.
Definitely.
And if
No,
you get these wee small things sorted out, it makes a massive difference, you know.
100%.
And at the
Great
moment-
call.
in this moment in time, it's these wee stupid, silly things that's costing us dearly, you know.
100%.
I dare say there's a great lot of fans out there that totally agree with you.
Aye, no, I think you're
Yeah.
right. No, great call.
Aye, thanks very much for that.
Right,
Cheers.
thanks
Cheers.
for calling in.
Brilliant to hear from you. Thanks.
Okay, you
Speak
take
to you
care and have a
again.
nice evening.
Right, bye.
Cheers then.
Right,
Bye
bye.
bye. Bye bye.
Good call.
Can't disagree with any of that.
I know. Good call.
I mean, everybody says that, oh, Tab's is a nice guy. I know that, but a nice guy.
Listen, he
doesn't
might be a nice guy, but we're looking for somebody.
What-
We're looking for a
want
captain
somebody
in
that's
there.
deadly. Somebody said they were going to call in. Who was it?
Oh, they're call again next time. Megan Rose Keaton should call again next time.
All right, I thought she went after this. Right,
No.
aye. 5
No.
minutes left, guys. If anybody's want to call in, give us a wee call. Loads of
Um,
people
Great
messages.
call, Warren. Bring back wee John Fleck, said Andy Ritchie.
The thing is, we're bringing back John Fleck. That's what I'm saying. He's spent the last 5 years, is it now, trying to get into the English Premiership, and he's in the first. He's in the Premiership now. So I don't see him coming back now.
We
Although
parked
he
the
does come back.
buses,
He does come
Warren.
back still with Glasgow Sea Rangers.
We part the bus, says Warren.
Aye.
Where are we?
There was-
Simon and Sandra, do you think the SPFL will get VAR into the Scottish football, or do you
I don't
think
like
it'll
it.
be too expensive for Scottish football?
I've never been a fan of it, and when I watch it in English game and I watch it in Europe, I just think it slows it all down. It kills the debate. It kills what we're talking about the now. Why don't we just get good referees, good linesmen?
It puts me in mind of tennis, because that's what they do, isn't it?
Aye.
I mean, check screens.
Do you know one of the things
that
that one of the biggest things I think that's wrong with football, right? Scottish football especially, right? And it started around about the time Gaza booked a referee. Was it McCluskey? I think it was. I might be wrong if it was McCluskey. I can't remember, but he booked him and he got booked back, right? The old days, all the football players used to have banter with the referees, and the referees had a banter back.
It's not like
The
that.
referees used to have a laugh, and the referees would shout abuse at the players,
Mhm.
and everybody was in a level playing field. See now, everything's so serious.
I know.
The referees are so terrified of getting it wrong. They're getting it wrong all the time, and I just don't like it. I liked it when it was the old style, but everybody had a wee chin mag with the referee, and a wee shout, and a wee wind
Aye, a
up.
kind of banter type.
Aye, and I laugh at
Play,
the joke
I
as
know.
well. It's just so serious
I
now,
know.
and it seems to be we always get the shit end of the stick when it comes to these decisions, but we don't put pressure on them. So what do we expect?
I would just get it handed to us because
Aye.
they just sit and take it anyway.
You
Just
don't,
give
you
them
don't complain. You don't get anything for it.
I know. Where are we?
I think I've tried to see if there's any comments in it and I missed out.
Basilic looks like he's carrying a knock. I think, is he no injured, Sid Barrett?
Barisic, no, he's back in the team, but he doesn't look as if he wasn't his
Is
old
that-
self the other day.
Great call, Robert said.
Dougie Smith, it was it booked ref Gaza. I don't know why I always say McCluskey.
Dougie Smith was the ref guy.
But you know what I'm talking about, Jim?
Fantastic
It's in the
guys,
days
stay
when
safe.
the players are having a laugh and a joke, and the referees were all having. It was basically a bit of banter. There's so many things with the game. It's just so serious. Guys, anybody else who want to call? You've got another 2 or 3 minutes. A few people want to call, but if somebody else is on, they're all want to call, and they're saying,
I know. Right, a wee check. Lotto, please send a message to the page for the Lotto guys. The bonus ball, I've got numbers left on my page, guys.
aye,
Please want to just take a wee number. It's £2, isn't it?
aye.
£2 a number.
I've also got
As soon as it's all complete, guys, we'll.
William McKellar's also going to he's going to do a wee bottle for the show for the Swally.
Good.
God to be Queen.
Good.
What else have we got?
Events for you as a sponsor tonight, guys. So well done,
We're going
John.
to put a video on the show right after
John
it with
Ramsey.
with other stuff.
Yes.
And we'll be featuring his Rangers bar next week.
Hello, Marion for Texas. It's been a long time. Where have you been? Right, masks, guys. Masks are £5. They're £6 if you want them posted out to
You
you.
can also buy them in Black Bull Bar and Canvas Line.
Canvas Line,
They've
yes.
got 20.
They've got them behind the bar.
They've got 20, so you can get them in if you're wanting a wee mask and you're staying up in
If
Canvas
you want
Line
me
area.
to post it to you, just message the page and I'll
You will
send
get
you
one.
payment details and I'll post it out to you
If
guys.
you've got a Rangers bar, a Rangers bear hut or anything, and you stay in Britain, let us know. We'll come and film it if it's anywhere we can get to. If no, film it for us. We'll do a feature. If you want to sponsor the show, it's every week.
Get
we pick a
another
wee
half
sponsor.
on you, bro, said Andy Ritchie.
Aye, no, I need one after some of the rants, I know. Other than that, guys, it's been another great show, but brilliant. It's good to see people throughout the world participating
Yes.
and chatting away. It's good to see all the guys that run the supporters clubs all getting me mentions. Just a reminder, keep doing that all night, guys. Anybody that runs your supporters club, ran it in the past, that's maybe not here anymore. The guys that go to the tickets, the guys that ran the bus, booked the bus, the guys that had to kick guys off the bus, cleaning the bus. The hardest job in the world, but they keep the Rangers supporters, the Rangers family and the supporters ticking away every week.
There, Jim McLaughlin says the masks are great. I take it you got yours.
I did.
Picture up, I did.
Aye.
That's good.
And
Thanks,
send your photos
Jim.
in, let us know. Let's see your photos.
I empty got a mask. Send a photo into the page and we'll put it into the wee collection, guys.
Well,
There we go.
a wee reminder, guys, after the show, you can put it on a watch party and let people watch it different time zones throughout the world.
Marion, if you message the page, I'll contact you about payment details. You have the swally side, Jim Ward?
Just a wee bit, aye. Just trying to lose it's the beers, man. I'm trying to lose a belly a wee bit. Kind of make my comeback on my Friday in Blackpool. Aye, guys, that's us. It's been another great show.
That's it, guys. Good to see you all. Good to see you all back, and we'll see you again next week. And always remember, we are the people.